everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Namin. I am a certified life coach. For last 12 years, I was in search. I was in constant search for something that fulfills my heart, something that gives me a joy. I was doing an accounting, but I knew that this needs to be changed. I was with somebody, but I knew that has to be changed. But I didn't know how to start. I didn't know what to do. Even if I was reading all the books, I still had no clear idea. What is it really I was looking for? Now I'm in the stage where I feel content with my life. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I take full responsibility for my life, my choices. I don't wait for somebody to help me. And I work as a life coach. I will share with you how I changed my profession, how I moved to a different country, how I get into a new relationship, and how I get to where I am today. To explain a little more about life coach and what I do as a life coach, I'll say I'm not your mentor. I'm not your teacher. I'm not your therapist. I'm a friend who can listen to you, and I'm a friend who can drag wisdom out of you. One of the main fundamental beliefs that coaches have is that everyone has tremendous amount of wisdom that they need to change their life. Just like I have all the wisdom that I need that's right for me, right for my life, you have all the wisdom that you need to make your decisions. And the coach's work is not to pour knowledge, not to pour additional knowledge from my experience, but pull out all the wisdom out of you. The main reason why you don't know you have a wisdom that is just enough for you to make the right decision in your life is number one, you don't trust yourself because maybe nobody told you that you can make your own decisions. You don't feel comfortable in your decisions, but you have it. And number two, people forget that they have a wisdom. When the choices are made from you based on your own wisdom, that is the best thing you can do for your life. And we all have that. We all have that. If you were to watch this video only until now, I want you to believe that you have all the capabilities, all the wisdom to know what's your deepest belonging that makes you happy, that makes you smile, and what is not the right thing to do for you, but you're still doing it for some reason. And now is the time for you to make changes. Now is the time for you to discover that you are the author of your own life. And that is really important when you have somebody progress in your life. Because when we are by ourselves, we get stuck. This video is right for you if you know that change needs to happen because you're not 100% sure with your current situation. I want to ask you, are you ready for a change? Some people say, I want to change, I want this and that, but they're not ready. They're not ready to reflect on themselves and work on their own thoughts, rewire their own brains to have some work towards the change. I want to give you a moment to reflect on this. Are you ready? Are you ready to make change? And if your answer is yes, do 2 steps per day towards your change. And if your answer is no, do 1 step per day towards your change. And if you feel super ready, if you cannot wait to make a change, don't go crazy, just do 2 small steps. And I'm going to mention what are the steps you can take. Start journaling. Start journaling with an intention. Start journaling with an intention to reflect on yourself. The first thing we have to do for a change, especially if you're feeling stuck and you don't know what to do, is to recognize where you are right now. It's the first and foremost important step, to recognize where you are. In your journaling, say not about anything in your dreams, not about anything you envision or trying to manifest and all that, but I want you to invite you to write how you felt today. What were you doing today? What were your thoughts today? With complete honesty. If you feel like you hate everyone at your office, if you feel like you hate people that are close to you, if you feel that you're not happy, you don't have to pretend to be someone who's happy. Just acknowledge and tell the truth to your journal and say, hey, today I was not happy. And see what happens. See how you feel. Or you can say, today I feel unopinionated. Today I feel like there's nothing to write. Nothing interesting happened. Uneventful. I feel bored. I wish there were more interesting things. I wish I had done this. And just say how you feel. Because by doing so, you are proving to your inner self that I care about you. That's why I'm here for you. That's why I'm taking some time. That's why I'm reflecting. And you show care. You show up for yourself. You're not avoiding yourself. And that's important. Small step number 2 is take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doesn't matter, breathwork. Any kind of breathwork you wish to do, you can research it. I personally downloaded Sattva app in my phone, Sattva. This is the application I use for my daily meditation. And there are meditations ranging from 5 minutes, 6 minutes, all the way to half an hour. The more I do, I started enjoying doing longer version of those meditations because I started enjoying myself, and that's the precious time I give to myself. And I would like to invite you to start small and see how you feel. And even if you don't feel amazing after doing first time, it's okay. Again, you're showing up for yourself, telling to yourself that I do care about you, and you're building trust and you're building confidence. Number 3 is acceptance and compassion combined. The strongest judge I have for myself is me. I'm not letting myself to change my career. I'm not letting myself to take the risk because I'm telling myself, you're not allowed to make any mistakes. You're not allowed to appear foolish in front of the others, because I don't want to feel frustrated. I don't want to feel sad. I don't want to look like I'm stupid in the public. I don't want to take those risks. When you do a mistake, when you say something wrong, you're saying, why did you say that? Why did you do that? Why you have this horrible personality? And then you start blaming others and say, why are they in certain ways? So you judge yourself and others. But what I'm suggesting you is, yes, you judge, and then you say, hey, I just judged myself. Hey, I hear that. I heard that. And I understand why you're so frustrated. I understand why you're being so judgy, because it's hard to be judged. It's hard to fail. It's hard to be shameful. And see how you feel when you say that. Yeah, there's an amazing technique I learned for the last couple of years. How to have less and less and less judgment, and be more and more and more accepting and compassionate to my life, to me. The secret is attention and breathe. Breathe and attention are the main sources of your power. Paying attention to your judgment and breathing it through the judgment burns the feeling of judgment. You can burn the feeling of judgment by breathing and paying attention. And it's surprisingly easy to burn the feeling. And once you burn it, you get affected by this judgment less and less and less. And when you don't have the judgment, you are willing to do more and more and more change. You get more clarity in what's your next step. You become compassionate to yourself and others, and you stop paying attention to what others will think, and you get clarity about what you truly desire, what makes you truly happy. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, and I would be happy to work with you as a coach if you're interested. And see you guys all in my next video.